Hello guys, it's me, Godzilla King, and today we're gonna react to Evolution of Godzilla animated by Teleanimated. Start.
Since being awoken by atomic bombs, Godzilla has lit up the silver screen. But his looks seem to be ever changing, starting with the original. Let's go through his theatrical looks and story. Animated. In his first ever appearance, Godzilla has small arms, thick legs, and dorsal plates down his spine. His pupils are tiny.
Yeah.
His fangs and pointy ears.
Sally doesn't have ears anymore.
Is disintegrated to bone.
He died.
Still
black and white.
Appears in Godzilla Raids Again. This monster is thinner, with longer arms, a smaller head, and larger pupils.
What is that?
His teeth appear to be jutting out. Sadly, he's buried in ice.
He got buried in ice.
King Kong versus Godzilla, he busts free. He's now in
King Goji.
More plump, toeless, and has a lizard-like head with yellow eyes, no ears, and no fangs.
He looks worse.
Off against a giant ape, tumbling into the ocean, only to be washed ashore in Mothra vs. Godzilla. Now he's slimmer, has a wider head, wide eyes, and smooth, shiny brows. As his rampage continues, he gets covered in silk and again
he lost it with
sea.
the two twin larvas.
The three-headed monster, he's back. Now with a slimmer face and longer tongue. From this film on in the original series, Godzilla now defends humanity from more evil monsters. In Invasion of Astro Monster, Godzilla is thinner. His dorsal plates have more definition. His claws are dull. And his head is rounder. He shows off his new
oh no, don't show Godzilla if he's dancing.
Mind control. Ibara,
don't show Godzilla dance.
Godzilla less angry brows. He battles against a big lobster.
Ibara
Escapes an exploding island. In the sequel, Godzilla's neck is elongated. He's pudgier, and his dorsal fins are flimsy looking. His nose is also stubbier, and his eyes are bugged out. Oh, and he's now raising a
not Manila. I hate him.
Destroy All Monsters,
yeah, kick him.
Slimmer, while his face appears more like it did in Astro Monster. He's put under alien mind control again.
He's new.
Once free of their control, he turns on them.
How?
For the next three sequels, his look remains consistent.
Yeah.
First, he helps his son face off against a bully. However, this all takes place inside the dreams of a young boy, so moving on.
That's Cheeto and Mickey.
Godzilla vs. Hedorah. He opposes
Ew,
Hedorah curled up like a shrimp. He can now fly backwards.
I didn't know he could fly.
In Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla has gained the ability to speak.
Hello.
Suit.
What the?
Skin.
Godzilla.
During his triumphant
Gigan.
He appears slimmer in Godzilla vs. Megalon, with a shorter neck, soft, bright dorsal fins, and a round, pig-nosed face.
Oh, don't show Godzilla that.
This movie is mostly about
take that, Megalon.
To
Jaguar.
Let's keep going. In the next two films, Godzilla has an angrier expression and more detailed muscle. He uses a magnetic upgrade to protect an ancient god from Mechagodzilla. And in the sequel, faces him once more. But this timeline, Godzilla is sent to retirement. And 9 years later, a reboot Godzilla appears. This one's
84
taller,
Goji.
has larger dorsal fins, a fourth toe.
Well,
his
yeah.
fangs and ears make a return. Although his reign is short-lived as he trips into
no!
a volcano, only to explode out in the sequel.
Yay, he's back.
A smaller head,
Bio
muscular
Goji.
build, larger outer fins, and a cat-like face with a secondary
he's not a
row of
cat.
teeth. He takes on a giant plant monster.
Ow. Ow!
In Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, his original form, the Godzillasaurus,
Godzillasaurus,
and exposed to modern-day radiation, turning him into a taller, muscular, and angrier-looking Godzilla. He fights Mecha King Ghidorah, and then gets dumped into the ocean. In Godzilla vs. Mothra, he's thinner. His dorsal plates are rearranged, and his neck is more ribbed. His head is flatter, and he has golden eyes. He battles against Mothra and Batra.
Mothra and Batra?
The ocean and locked in by Mothra's magical powers. But somehow, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, he's
Rather Goji.
He has slimmed down shoulders and slimmer legs. He's also raising a blue
baby Godzilla. He looks better than Manoa.
When his butt brain is destroyed, but it's easily revitalized just moments later. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla features the bulkier original with less detail and
Goji.
Godzilla Jr., who is taller and chubbier with a greener color scheme.
Blue Godzilla.
Blue crystallized Space Godzilla, who gets a
Space Godzilla.
In this timeline's final film, Godzilla is
That's the Godzilla. Burning Godzilla.
More like like a hunched
Godzilla
father.
Jr.
When the original Big G has a meltdown, his son absorbs the radiation and turns into the new Godzilla ready for action.
Yeah.
But the series would be continually rebooted, dropping him altogether.
No!
The first American Godzilla appears as a
What
large
the-
mutated iguana with blue
Who
dorsal
is
spines
this?
and a hanging dewlap. This
Godzilla.
Godzilla also has hundreds of tiny raptor
We're not talking
monsters.
about the babies.
This happy family is easily taken out by
Zilla's
basic
cool.
explosives. Back in Japan, in Godzilla 2000, he appears shorter.
Mario
Green
Goji.
jagged skin, sharp purple spines, and a reptilian-looking face. While he's nearly swallowed whole, he's good to go for the next reboot,
Godzilla vs. Mega Gears.
in which he's lighter,
Gaio
longer
Goji.
neck, and smaller mouth. He defeats a giant flying insect and is then sent into
It's
a
Mega
black
Gears.
hole.
Come on,
In
man.
giant monsters all-out attack, Godzilla is formed by the ghosts of vengeful
What the
two
heck?
victims. He has smooth charcoal-colored skin, white dorsal fins, and a hunched neck.
He's
His face
big.
is less lizard-like, with pure white eyes and no ears. But this Godzilla is mutilated by a drill missile, leaving only his beating heart behind.
I already know.
The following reboot, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla,
Kyogochi.
adds a jagged design element and introduces a more wolf-like face. In the climax, he's blasted by a beam, adding a visible scar to his chest for the sequel. Tokyo
SOS
in which he's covered in
Goji.
silk and again flown into the bottom of the
He
sea.
needs to stop getting
Godzilla
killed.
Final Wars features a
Final
taller,
Goji.
smoother, and more slender Godzilla with longer ears and red eyes.
That's the
This
Godzilla I
Godzilla
have.
fights against a multitude of creatures, including an upright standing 98 Zilla.
Yeah.
Then he and his hideous son head back to the ocean.
Hideous?
In Shin
I hate
Godzilla,
them all.
He's first shown as a light-colored and armless creature.
I thought this was
but quickly evolved,
2014.
growing tiny arms and becoming more red. with
Oh, I
bloody
love Shin
accents.
Godzilla.
His massive main form is darker with a much
I love
longer
Shin
tail and his
Godzilla. He
little
was
face
cool.
on the end. His jaw can unhinge and split apart, and he has a variety of handy new skills. He can also apparently reproduce human hybrids from his tail tip, but he's given a freezing agent.
Wait, what? No!
The anime trilogy depicts a muscular, rounded Godzilla with a tree bark-like
wow.
texture. 19,000 years later, he sports beard-like spikes.
Yeah,
and
Earth
his largest
Godzilla's
human
movies
size,
were kind of
easily allowing him
bad.
to become the ruler of Earth.
Vote for Godzilla.
Meanwhile, back in 2014, a plump American Godzilla.
Legendary
appears.
Goji. Welcome
Despite
to
his
America.
jagged
I'm
dorsal
already
fins,
America.
Wide elephant-like feet and noticeable.
What the heck?
He comes out of hiding to stop two hideous star-crossed lovers.
Mm.
In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, he's taller and beefier. His lower half looks
Wow.
less stubby. His tail tip is more blunt, and his dorsal fins are less sharp and artfully glowing. Later, he's given extra radiation, and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look and
Take
power,
that, Ghidorah.
helping him to retain his kingly crown.
See you later, alligator.